Hi, I'm Olivia
And I'm Nandi.
and we chose From the Prison of Slavery to the Slavery of Prison by Angela Davis. We think her main point in this article was that prisons were a new version of slavery, and that was because in the 13th Amendment there was a loophole that allowed the government to continue enslaving black people as long as they were convicted of a crime.
And in 1997, almost one-third of all young black males were either incarcerated or directly under criminal justice surveillance. Angela Davis wants her readers to understand that there is a loophole in the 13th Amendment, and it's basically saying that they created legal slavery through incarceration.
And they would use any excuse to arrest an ex-slave. They would use something simple like they didn't look you in the eye, or they disrespected another white male or something like that.
There were crimes that only black people could commit due to the black codes, and that could be punishable by incarceration or hard labor due to the 13th Amendment.
And that's something that we learned from this article, and we didn't know that there was certain crimes that only black people could be convicted of. I also learned that people that I've heard about, like other black leaders that I've heard about in history, like Franklin Douglass and Du Bois, weren't as influential or active within with going against this 13th Amendment loophole. But in my opinion, I feel like, at least in Douglass's case, he was a politician and he was surrounded by other white male politicians, and he probably couldn't be as active and progressive and open-minded as he wanted to be in order to keep his spot as a politician and actually still be able to have some kind of pull in the government.
Yeah. Douglass was silent when the post-Civil War Southern system transferred significant numbers of black people from the prison of slavery to the slavery of prison.
Another big thing that she talked about was convict leasing. Convict leasing was the main thing that made prisons basically slavery, and the conditions were worse than they were in slavery. And convict leasing is when they would take a group of convicts, and say a farm owner would pay the prison for the prisoners to come work for them, and they just all would get shipped out to a farm and work there for free. And it was worse than slavery because during slavery, the farmer would care if their slaves died because that was them losing a worker, losing money. But with convict leasing, if they lost a convict and the convict died, they would just get sent another convict, and they didn't lose any money from it. And so they treated them worse. They didn't feed them like they should. They didn't clothe them like they should. Overall, this article was very interesting, and I learned a lot. But that's it.